Good morning, guys. Welcome to your Phonics Center. Today we're going to continue and end tomorrow with our journey with short vowels. We know that our vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. We know that there are long vowels which say their name and short vowels that say their sound. Short A says A, like in apple. Short E says like in elephant. Short I says I, like in igloo. Short O says aw, like in octopus. And short U says like in umbrella. And today we're going to be working with our short vowel U. So the things that you're going to need is your interactive notebook, glue, scissors, pencils, and crayons. So if you need to pause the video and get your supplies, do that now. You're also going to need your interactive notebook sheet that looks like this. Your title says short U, that you can blend sounds to make new words, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're taking those short U sounds, we're adding it to beginning sounds, the first sound you hear. We're adding the ending sounds. We're going to make them all come together for a word. We're also going to be doing that in word families. We know that word families have words in them with the same ending sound. Okay, and Miss Downey has used the example before where our last names as humans make us part of families. The last sounds that you hear in a word make it part of a family. So in our short U families today, we're working with the word family, the ug, and the ut word family. So we're working with 3 short U word families, and all of those words are going to have the sound in the middle. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is go ahead and paste your title to the front of your notebook page, of a brand new notebook page. Remember that we never glue on the back of a page. We're cutting our title out on the dotted line, and that we know that our scraps can either be laid to the side to be thrown away at the end, or they can be put in a tidy tub. But we know that we are trying our best to keep our center as nice and neat as we can. So I have my title cut out. It says short U. I'm turning to the next clean page in my notebook, and I'm going to get that pasted down. You should be doing the same. You can pause my video if I'm working too fast for you, or you need to catch up, whatever. So a little bit of glue goes on the back there, and now I have my title pasted at the very top of my page. Now, the next thing that I want you to do is get a pencil. I'm going to use a marker just for this video so that you can see what I'm writing, but you should have a pencil because sometimes we make mistakes and pencils let us erase. If we write with crayon or we write with marker, we're not able to erase. So with your interactive notebook page that looks like this, we're going to work with words in the word family first. So that interactive notebook page already has our beginning sounds, and beginning sounds are the first sound that we hear, and we're going to go through and we're going to add the last 2 sounds to all of these words. So now we have the word tub, sub, like a sub sandwich, and a cub, like a baby bear. So what we did was we took that beginning sound, blended it with our ending sounds, and made new words. The middle box here is words with ug. So what you're going to do is the same thing you did before. On all of these beginning sounds, you're going to add UG. Now, we're going to blend these words together, the beginning sound that they gave us with the ending sounds that we made, and we're going to make a new word. So we have the word bug, rug, and mug, like a cup, a mug. So what we did was we added the ending sound to the word for the word family. We took that beginning sound, bug, and we made a new, well, actually, we just made a word. Our last word family is ut, okay? Same thing. You're going to take those UT letters, add it to the end. Now we have 3 words, nut, ut, and cut, okay? So all we did was we took that short U sound, that sound, added it to the middle of our words. We took another letter, added it to the end, made it a part of a word family, blended our sounds, made new words. With a crayon, I want you to color in the lip where it has our title. okay? So where it says words with color, words with color, and words with color those very quickly. Now that your title is colored, we have added our words, added our sounds and made our words. You are going to cut these 3 rectangles out on the solid dotted lines. Make sure that you also cut out the part that we colored, okay? Make sure you cut out the part that we colored. We're going to need that, okay? That's part of our project. So I'm doing that for all 3 of my rectangles, cutting out on that solid black line. Okay, now I have my 3 rectangles cut, and they look like this. So you probably have a good idea of what we're going to do. We're going to make our boxes into flaps because we're going to draw the pictures afterwards. So you're going to take your scissors and on that solid line cut until you reach the part that we colored, so that you now have 3 flaps. You're going to do that for all 3 of your rectangles. You're going to make them flaps, okay? Just like this. Okay, now that's finished. So, on the part that we colored and cut up to, this part right here, you're going to add your glue. And for all 3 of your rectangles, you're going to glue them onto your notebook page. So, one up at the top, and it doesn't really matter what order they go in. It doesn't really matter, so I'm going to make sure that all 3 of my rectangles, make it onto my notebook page. Just like so. Okay, so now your notebook page should look like mine. It has all 3 of the rectangles. Now, what you're going to do to finish this up is, and I'm going to be checking, so make sure you do this. You are going to lift the flap up, and underneath, you're going to draw a picture of the word that you've written. So, like, for example, my first one is nut. Nut. I would flip that flap up, and right here in this area, I'm going to draw a picture of a nut, okay? Same thing, right down here at the bottom, tub. I'm going to flip my flap up, and I'm going to draw a bathtub in that area. You're going to flip all your flaps up, and every one of them is going to have a picture of the short U word that you just created. When you're finished, you can color, and you know what to do after. Good job today, guys.